don't have your ticket yet, please go all the way downstairs to the main deck. And there are emergency life jackets located underneath the bench seats on the first and second decks. If there is an emergency, the captain and crew will direct you as to what to do. Thank you. Enjoy the ride.
You got good stories?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mind?
Oh,
Yeah.
they're my stories. I've lived in San Francisco since about 30 years. Yeah, I was 15. I've been working here since I was 15. The weather's nicer than where I come from. I'm from Chicago, so
Yeah.
this is way better. I've shined Muhammad Ali's shoes. Let's see, who else has been here? Joe Morgan, Joe Montana. I shined Eric Wright's shoes from the 49ers, defensive back. Spike Lee, George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, Malik Yoba, Bill Clinton before he became president. Business is business. Every day's different. We were sitting right here. We was actually closing down that day, listening to the World Series. When all of a sudden, you know, I'm not tripping, it's an earthquake. Plenty of earthquakes. It wasn't, to me, that bad. I didn't think it was all that bad.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, on the airwaves, it goes beep. This is a state of emergency. The Greater Bay Area has been shook by a major earthquake. And I'm like, okay. And then they say the Bay Bridge has fallen. So I'm thinking in my mind that the whole bridges fell. So I run from up here all the way down there to see. Luckily it didn't happen, but I mean, that was a scary feeling.
So I came to play with a group. I actually play with a group. I'm doing it solo today, but I'm really from the Caribbean. At a tiny island called St. Kitts. So I used to work on cruise ships for years. The whole of the 1970s and part of the 80s, I worked on cruise ships. So I'm always back and forth. Back to St. Kitts, back up here. Yeah, Boston, Washington DC, that everything. LA and stuff like San Diego. Most of the ships back in the 70s had steel drum bands from St. Kitts. Most of these, almost all, when we dock in Puerto Rico, there's a band from St. Kitts on the ship, one on the other ship, one on the other. We know each other, so sometimes we go hang out together. I recall one time I was very little, I played a very difficult classical piece. I was in the backyard and then I heard one round of applause from the house. My parents and everybody were listening. People become more violent nowadays, you know, so.
Why do you think that is?
Because we're in the last days. In the last days. Just like the Bible foretold. In the last days, men will become lovers of money, full of hatred and stuff like that. Everything is a reason to kill nowadays. Nobody settles to say, well, okay, that's your opinion, this is mine. If you say, the sky is blue, another guy says, no, the sky is red. We gotta kill you for that.
I guess it's about storytelling, story exchange, the graphics, the art, the amazing logistics of putting a comic together and having a crew of people conceptualize, graphically draw, sequentially put together a story, print it, publish it, and distribute it. It's a phenomenal resource as the story goes. What I love most about the city are the people. There's certain places that have such a tolerance and acceptance and allowance for people. And after all, we're only in a holographic universe. San Francisco's nothing but change. Everyone just started showing up. Thousands of people started showing up. And it was just this kind of like this plague people caught to come here. They had to be here.